Hi, my name is Dean Stickler with Golden Paintworks, and today we have the second episode of working with the soapstone texture from Golden Paintworks. This time the material itself is actually colored. I have my base coat here is already tinted to a Benjamin Moore color called 2057-20, and the material itself, the soapstone, is also colored to the same color. Now I've already applied it to half my surface here, and I wanted to show you what we're going to do is we're going to actually top coat this material with another product called Glazing Gel. Both of these two products work together very beautifully. So I've applied it to half the surface here, and using a taping knife I want to create a little bit of physical texture by pulling it from the outside in and then lifting the blade off. What that does is it leaves somewhat organic lines here, which the glazing gel will then catch. Again, you can use a taping knife, you can also use a spackle knife like this, same thing, just takes a little bit longer, or you can use your trowel also. Okay, so I'll finish this off and come back. If you start off with a rather large knife like I did, you may want to come into it afterwards with maybe a 5 or 6 inch putty knife like this and just float it on and just break up any long lines you may see. This will help just kind of finesse the finish. That way it won't have any large patches. It'll be somewhat blank when we put the glazing gel on. My coat of soapstone is completely dry now. What I have is a very lightly textured surface, which is probably invisible to the camera, but I'm going to accentuate and highlight the texture here using another product by Golden Paintworks called Glazing Gel. Now this is a clear trowelable gel that I'm going to color with a Golden Paintworks color called Penny. There's going to be 1 part of the paint to 8 parts of the glaze. So that would be 1/2 of one of these to a quart of glaze. Now the tools I'm going to be using, I could use a taping knife again, a spackle knife, a trowel. I'll probably start with a trowel. The important thing is that the edges are very, very clean and there's no scratches on them. I mean, you'll be able to see right away if there's any scratches on the blades. It does, this product goes a long ways. A quart of this will probably do about 400 square feet of wall area. See, it trowels on very easily. You want to go in different directions. Make sure you finish one area like up here before you move on to the next. Because I'm putting the product on so thin, it dries very quickly. And you only have a limited amount of time to actually play with it. See how I'm loading my blade again. I'm only putting it right in the very center of the blade. Okay, now this product is very forgiving. If there's any spots you miss, it's very easy to get into it. Just very, very lightly put a coat on top of it. You may want to let it dry completely before you do this because it wants to grab on a little bit. Okay, we're done. So you see when the glazing gel is completely dry, you have a beautiful washable surface. Okay, thank you.